Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. So it's been a while, crazy times, but hey, we're getting through it. It's super hot here in South Carolina, kind of like melting every day for the last week. But yeah, you're looking at the thumbnail and thinking, what in the heck is this thing? What's going to kill you? We'll get into that in just a minute. It's going to require just a quick story to bring us up to speed to what we're going to be talking about today and what this video is going to concentrate on. So a couple of weeks ago, I was on my weekly Costco run. Got through Costco, got my stuff, loaded up the goods into the car, everything in the back seat, a couple of boxes, right? And I'm driving home, and this car pulls right out in front of me. I was probably doing 35 miles an hour, and I had to slam on the brakes, and with that inertia, boxes went to the floor in the back seat. And in the contents of one of those boxes was a bottle of Tito's, which unfortunately kissed the back of the seat rail of the driver's seat and broke in the floorboard of the back seat. What a mess. Fortunately enough, I had the WeatherTech mats back there that collected some of it, and then the rest of it's in the carpet. And I had about another 10 minutes to get home, so it's just sat there and soaked into the carpet and into the jute underneath the carpet, and I could just smell it all the way home. I'm thinking, oh God, I hope I don't get pulled over. This whole thing smells like Tito's. So I get it home and I dump the mat, quickly get a shop vac, wet vac, and start extracting the carpets the best as I could. Got a good majority of it out, and then I got a large fan, put it in the back seat, and just let the doors open. It was a hot day. Let the fan blow on the carpet. It dried it out pretty quick, actually, probably 3 or 4 hours, and it was dry to the touch, even pressing hard on the carpet into the jute. Next step was a big bath of Febreze. Did that first day. Next day came back, hit it again. Third day came back, hit it again with Febreze as it dried out. It really helped the smell out a good bit. And it's pretty much neutralized until the fourth day. I get in there and I turn on the car and I run the HVAC, air conditioning, and I could kind of smell this musty odor coming through the vents. So I went and bought one of those Febreze car air fresheners that go on your vent and just ran it on recirculate for a few days, and that helped a little bit, but it still didn't get it 100%. So even today, when I get in the hot car, I turn on the AC, just for a few minutes I could just get this hint of odor. And you're all thinking, well, hell, we can't smell this stuff. You're right, you can't. And there's no such thing as smell-o-vision, but later I'm going to bring somebody out that has a, let's say, very particular sense of smell. Her olfactory senses are spot on, and just the look on this individual's face will tell you what something smells like. So it's not just my car that we are going to actually look at today. We're actually going to look at Woody's van. Now that van has water intrusion. About a year ago, had a bad roof leak. Some seam sealer failed, I should say, at the roof moldings, and we did a repair on that, and that's all resolved now. But still, the van's got a musty odor on the inside, and we'll find out what that smells like when this person sticks their nose inside that vehicle here in a bit. So what we're going to do next is we're going to head in a little shop, and I'm going to show you what we got to remedy this situation for both these vehicles. And actually, we're probably, between Woody and I, are going to use it on all of our vehicles just to freshen everything up. So be back with you in just a second, show you what we got. Okay, so we're back here in the little shop, and this is what we're looking at here. Went online and purchased one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, ozone generators off of Amazon. This is a 10,000 CFM, I believe, unit. It's not very big, as you can see by my hand. It's a pretty small guy here. Rated, I think, to do up to like maybe 2,000 square feet, so you could actually use this in your home. Do not be in there while you're using it. Do not be anywhere near anything that's enclosed while you're using this, because it will kill you. So what is ozone? You know, we have the instruction manual here that gladly explains what ozone is, and it's just electrifying oxygen molecules, turn it into O3, and as it breaks down into O2 again, it's leaving behind that extra oxygen molecule to eliminate and destroy any odors that may exist wherever you are using this to do its job. So what we're going to do today is put this inside the van first, and then inside my car second, because I think the van's going to be the bigger candidate to know what kind of results that we actually get from this machine. The machine is pretty self-explanatory. You have a timer here up to 120 minutes, or you can set it on hold. There is a guide inside of the instruction manual to let you know, based on the amount of square meters that you're working on, the recommended time you run the machine. From what I read, about 30 minutes inside of a car is good enough. So you run for about 30 minutes, it's going to shut off on its own, and then you get another 30 minutes after that, open up the car, let it air out for a few, and then you should be good to go. Came with a power cord, unit, power buttons on the back, and that's really about it. I guess the red light turns on when it is running. I'll try to remember to link this particular one down in the description below if you guys are interested in one after watching this video. And oh yeah, by the way, when you're running this thing, hang your tag. So I'm gonna go get everything set up, go grab the van from next door and get an extension cord out, have the machine ready to go. Then we'll grab our smell tester, since again, no smell-o-vision, and we'll find out what they have to think about the smells inside these cars. See you in a bit. Okay, so we're back and I have everything set up. Extension cord ran out to the van and the machine's already in there. And I have out here my partner in life that is gonna help us out with a little smell-o-vision. She, as mentioned before, has an amazing sniffer, and she is not going to let us down on letting us know what this stuff smells like. So babe, if you wouldn't mind heading over to my car and just open the door. Fail.
Locked.
And of course, in true Jibs fashion, I forgot to unlock the car. So babe, let's have it.
Let's go to the car.
Stick your head in there, give it a nice sniff.
There's nothing wrong with this car.
Really?
It smells like leather.
Well,
it smells like it's as clean as it was when you purchased it.
Well, fair enough, thank you. But again, as I mentioned before, earlier in the video, when I turn on the AC, it's got a little funky smell. So hopefully,
should we turn on the AC?
No.
Okay.
But we'll do that later.
Okay.
So we're going to move to our next candidate. Open the front door and stick your head in there. Just give it a little. Go ahead. You're fine.
Oh no. Oh no. It smells like a little bit of mildew.
Yeah.
It smells a little stale.
Yes. Stale's a good word for it.
Stale is the right word. You know, like when you're really looking forward to eating a chip, it's all like, this is kind of what this car smells like.
Okay, fair enough. Good assessment. I like it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here, we're gonna turn this machine on, and an hour later, we're gonna bring this lovely woman back out to let us know if this machine may have worked or not. So let's go in here and turn the machine on. And what do we have to do? First things first, we're gonna set a timer, and we're gonna set to 30 minutes. That looks about right there. We're gonna turn it on. And you hear the fan running, and we're gonna get the heck out of here so we don't die. Oh, before our hour has come and gone, we forgot one very important thing. One very, very important thing. Keep everybody safe, because remember, safety first. Safety first. See you in a bit. Okay, I don't know how well you can hear me, but we're going in. Let's see if the machine's still running or not. It doesn't sound like it is. Power switch is still on. That's good. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to let the car air out. Oh, doesn't want to open. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll try the other side. Well, that one's opening. And we'll open this one and move back to the back. And we're going to open this one. and give it a few minutes and take the mask off. I can already tell it smells better, but we're going to bring Lady with the sniffer out here to inspect. And also we're going to go jump in the Saab and turn on the air conditioner for her and let her smell that before we put the machine in there and get her opinion on that. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, as promised, we're back in the Saab. We have our lovely smell tester that had to drag right out of the shower. Can you smell the little bit of must in there?
No, not really. No, actually. It smelled fine earlier, yeah, but this just made it a little bit fresher for my nose pieces. I
think we're still going to run the machine in here, and I can smell a little, just because I've been driving it, and I don't like that little hint of muskiness.
I think it smells fine, but I don't drive this car, so I don't know for sure. Stretchy snake.
I do value. Yeah, I can't do value your. I do value your opinion. that is huge that I do that. You know why?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Because you have a great sniffer. Well, let's move on to the disinfected van.
I can't wait to smell it.
I want to see some smell-o-vision reactions. Spoiler, I'm going to say that it might need one more treatment, but we're going to let that figure it out. Okay, so as mentioned in my car,
which is clean. Clean.
Yes. Smells pretty good in there. We're still going to run a treatment on it. This one here maybe needs another treatment. I don't know. I will assure you this as we pan over to our lovely assistant that is going to put her amazing all factory senses to use. Swami Nanda. Let's take a peek. Tell us what you think.
Let's go to the others. Okay, it smells better. Still musty.
Yes, end of the day, I think one more treatment on this, maybe like an hour.
Maybe thrice.
Maybe. However, there's a timing setting on this, babe. I only ran it for 30 minutes.
That's okay.
And
you know you could do better.
Could do better. So we're going to give it another roll. Maybe not tonight. I'm going to run, move the machine over to my vehicle just to appease my OCD on the way my car smells. So
his car smells fine.
Not fine to me. End of the day, I'm going to move it over, get back to you in a bit, let you know what my thoughts are, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so I had a theory. So the van smells a little bit better, and I do want to do another treatment on it, but I'm going to need Woody's help with this because frankly I'm not getting into removing floor mats and just maybe just cleaning up the thing a little bit. And I understand this is like his grocery getter. He doesn't take care of this thing on the interior like he takes care of his other cars. We've got some other stuff back here that is preventing the ozone from doing its work. And I think getting stuff off the floor and whatnot, it would help this out by increasing penetration rate with this chemical process. I did remove the floor mats off of the Saab here before I started the machine and put them in the trunk just to allow this guy in here to do its job. And hopefully that's what's needed over here to get a better product. But we'll see. Was this $60 ozone generator a bust? Or did we hit a home run? I don't know. We'll let you guys know. Keep posted on this. Be back with final thoughts. So yeah, I told you before that I was going to give you some final thoughts on this ozone machine, and not quite ready to give those final thoughts. The truth of the matter is that we did run the machine in the van for the half-hour recommended time. It smells better, but there were some things as aforementioned that probably just need not to be in the van, or at least spread out like that quilt. So we're going to give this thing probably an hour long treatment next time. And I want to get Woody's thoughts on what he thinks so far for the first treatment.
I like tater tots.
Tater tots are amazing.
Yeah, no, it smells like an ozone machine in here.
It does.
That's it.
And that's kind of why I want to give this final thoughts pause for a day or two, and I'll get back to you. For you, it's going to be a couple seconds. For me, it's going to be a couple days. Kind of figure out what's going on with this thing, how to actually get the best results out of using it, and if it's really worth the money spent.
I think you just got to be a little patient. Let it air out, because to be honest, it doesn't smell like anything like an ozone machine now. Instead of that mildew and the teen spirit's gone. No more teen spirit. I'm gonna have to go find new teens to put spirit back in there. I'm old.
End of the day, I'm going to be back with you in a couple days, which will be an instant for you guys. Hang tight. Okay, so it is the next day, and to be honest with you, we ran the ozone machine in the van yesterday afternoon. Did a pretty good job. I smelled it yesterday. Wasn't super impressed with the results. Woody wasn't super impressed with the results, so we decided today to run it again on a 2-hour cycle, and I have smelled it, but our special guest sniffer has not yet, so we're going to let her stick her head in there, see what she thinks.
It's better. It's a little sweet smelling, but I believe that might be the ozone
Correct.
that is creating that sweet smell, and I'm sure that it will probably wear off
Yes, after a few days.
after a few days, and maybe some like fresh air, like
Yep.
open windows, etc. But 2 thumbs up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm going to let our little sniffer here sign off, and then I'm going to give my closing remarks and thoughts about this product, and we'll get out of here. So what are those 3 things these people need to do?
Like us, comment, and subscribe.
Indeed. Couldn't have said it better myself.
And after that.
So final thoughts from me. Was the investment of this product, this ozone machine, $60 plus tax, $63 I think is what we paid for it, worth the investment? Simple answer, I believe yes. If you have a smell in your car, smell in your house, your office, your garage, whatever, this product will help that out, and I think that it will help take care of that odor that you're going to have. I'm not saying it's going to kill everything. With that being said, disclosure, please be careful when using this machine. If you happen to have one or plan on investing in one. If you have pets, humans, whatever in the house, in the car when you're running this thing, it could potentially kill somebody. So please follow the instructions very, very carefully and be safe out there. Just don't end up on that list on the Darwin Awards. Well, I am going to go ahead and move on to something else on the white van. I promised Woody, since he has a heck of a week with work going on right now, trying to push to get everything done before Thursday, before taking his family out of town to Florida, that I would change the oil in this van before they go out of town, because I believe they are taking it so they can load the dogs up, the kid, the wife, everything, and hit the road. So I'll leave you a little time lapse at the end of me crawling around underneath the van and knocking out that oil change. But in the meantime, remember, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.